I cannot believe we are already on our last segment for today. And we have a lot of color, a lot of culture with us here in studio. We have some of the delegates for the Miss African Queen 2026, as well as a past queen with us here in studio. So I want to do the honors of welcoming these ladies. And you'll have to bear with me and be kind to me if I pronounce your names wrong, right? And just correct me gently. Miss Audra Andrews.
You're so correct.
Thank you. All right. She's Miss African Queen 2015 to 2016.
Can't be.
Yes,
How old
sir.
you then?
She's been a
10?
queen for a while. We have Miss Teresa Eligio. There she is, the lovely Miss Teresa Eligio. Miss Elizabeth Diego.
Hello.
Oh.
Morning, Belize.
Diego.
Diego.
Okay, all right. And we have Miss J. Ajane.
Peter Benafi.
Also, Miss Angela Flowers.
Flowers.
Miss
Good
Angela
morning.
Flowers.
Good morning, Belize.
Now, all
That is correct.
and also your platform. Let's start with Miss J. Ajane, right there to your, that would be your
Right.
left. Yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody. Before I get into it, I did want to shout out some of our sponsors for the Concerned Belizean Women. We do have Medisco Jubilees Foundation, and we also have the National Creole Council. And then for me, you know, I'm out dressed to the nines per use, thanks to Cam's Home Store in Dangriga. I did get all of this in Dangriga, minus the jewelry. And then also Barefoot Bar in Placencia. They're always super supportive, and hot off the press as well for helping me to get this far. Now that we've handled business, let's get into some tea. I am Jay Ajane. I am representing Benin. It's a small West African nation, coastal nation, and it's the heart of the ancient Dahomey tribe. A lot of people don't know that the movie Warrior, The Warrior King, is actually based on true historical events. Actual women, Dahomey warriors, also a called the Amazon warriors, that misnamed, of course, and then also it's the birthplace of Wudun as well. It's one of the strongest nations in Africa that still practice a form of African spirituality. I don't want to get into too much because you have to come see me at the pageant, because I will be giving a little more edutainment, as we've coined it, into that. But definitely it's one of those things where you know that you're being pulled somewhere. You know that you have these roots, but it's up to you to explore them. And as a Garifuna woman, I'd be remiss not to look at the before I even became Garifuna. So this pageant has been very welcoming. It's been very open. I'm glad that it's a bit more relaxed. It focuses more on your character rather than your age or your marital status or your physical appearance, etc. So it's been a wonderful experience so far. I've enjoyed working with all of these ladies, getting to know them. A lot of them are inspirational and just very loving and powerful people. You know, the vibes have been very vibing. So
Sure has.
it sure has.
Let's hear from Miss Elizabeth. You can respond, and you want to add to it, you can feel free to do that. What is the biggest reason that we can have as persons with of African descent to reconnect with our African roots?
If you don't mind, I have this saying: you have to know yourself, to love your people. So in order to love yourself, you have to know who you are in its entirety. The more you know about yourself, the more that there is to love, or the more that you can recognize, maybe not this so much, let me do a little adjusting so that it can be more to love. So it is important to know who you are in totality, including your heritage. You will be surprised how much that you have in common with the millions of people who came before you. They say nothing's new under the sun. So some of the things that we go through or deal with or even experience or even do, how we behave and stuff, it's not that far disconnected. And if you want to know some whys, you have to look back to know where you're going, so you're not wandering in circles.
And that is what this
Whether it's crime and violence, what is one societal issue that if we were to connect more with our roots, it would help to alleviate?
I would say health, but I'll let someone else go. But I would say
Yes.
health. No? Okay. Well, I say health because anybody who knows me, you know, I'm a bush gal. I'm one with nature, hippie, I'm in the garden. And when it comes to our health, even I'll take it a little more recent in Garifuna history, like even Dangriga, we used to be big on agriculture, sustaining ourselves with the foods of the land. I mean, we're the Gari people after Gari, which is a West African Yoruba word, or sorry, Igbo word for cassava, you know? So I think that getting back to our roots also looks like tapping back into nature, working with the land, growing what you eat, having a more sustainable, healthier life. And that helps to help alleviate food insecurities. That helps to alleviate risks of diabetes, high blood pressure, all these things, you know. When we've gotten away, getting back to our roots is getting back to nature because we are a natural people. And we've gotten away from nature, we've gotten away from the way we naturally eat. Now we're eating things that have ingredients that aren't even food, and it's affecting us mentally, physically, health-wise, internally, externally. So I say health is a good reason to tap on
Reconnect.
back in.
All right.
Yeah.
And this pageant is
There was swimsuit segment in this
No,
pageant?
there's
Okay.
not.
I will be scantily clad, but it will be dark and I'll be covered in glow paint, so you won't be able to see.
Oh, is that
how
a part of
tea
your
is.
talent presentation?
Just a little some, and like Angela was.
Selling the talent.
Well, we need people to bring this.
Let them come and see it.
she can tell them about it, and if they want to see it, they can make their way
Exactly.
over to the Bliss on Saturday,
Exactly.
May
It's gonna be a
30th.
show.
It's going to
gonna
be
be
a
a
show.
show.
No,
It's gonna be-
you can, whatever you have, you put it on, and you come on out Saturday, May 30th at 8 p.m.
And if all else fails and you have nothing else to wear red, because then I'll know that you're here for me.
If I was to ask you, ladies, what's the difference between you and an African woman?
There isn't one.
You've done your research?
Yes.
There isn't a difference between me and any other Let me.
Yeah, explain
So-
that for me.
Now, here's the thing. One, you can take the African out of Africa, but you can't take Africa out of the African. When I went to Washington State University, I was exposed to, I mean, in middle school and elementary too, but I was exposed to a wide range of continental brothers and sisters. And every Sunday, when I'm cooking a meal for the Black Student Union and the African Friendship Association, etc., everybody recognizes something on that table. When you look at the music, its origins, how we move, etc., I found sitting in environments with a variety of other people from the African diaspora that we have
A lot in
way
common.
more in common than different. There isn't a difference. I mean, we can't control what probably born, but we can control who we are and how we show up in the world. So, and then also, you can stick me in a room full of other African women right now. You're not gonna be able to, you know.
Now the difference
When you're in
is
Africa, the African mother does the same thing a Belizean mother do.
Africa.
And
So
even
that's
with
the
that-
connection.
There also, I don't want to generalize the continent as well because it is a continent
It's
full of
diverse.
different countries,
Diverse.
50 different countries,
Diversity.
you know. And then on top of that, there are all kinds of powerhouses in Africa. Look at Kenya. Look at Nigeria. Look at
Burkina
Ghana,
Faso.
Burkina Faso, South Africa,
South Africa.
Sudan. Like there are so many
Kenya.
tech powerhouses, business powerhouses. A lot of us are getting our hair from Africa now. We're not going to sit here and play like it's just all one place and all one thing and it's just one aesthetic. No,
it's
like
everything.
it's everything.
Doing my research to pick the